You guys aren't going to get burnt out on rock hounding with me. We're going to go on another little adventure. And as I get down here, look at this. Yeah. These are a type of milk plant. Look at the ground under them. What the heck? That's not wet slime. That is actually like lacquered on their slime. That's me chipping it with my fingernail. Let me get this. What has gone on? Wow. See all the bugs stuck in that? It's got to be coming from the plants because it's only at the base of them. And look at them. They're covered in dead bugs. Everything is stuck to them. That is crazy. These are what monarch caterpillars feed upon. It's actually glossy on the rocks. That's like lacquered on there. Let me see if this stuff that's dripping off there. Ew, yeah, dude, that's coming out of them. They're secreting like a tar, like a sap. I did not know that about them. As this one died, it just dumped its guts out onto the ground, and it's glossy. I mean, it glossed those rocks. You see that? That's like frosted. And it's like a thick layer on there too. That's all the white that you see. See the dryness of the normal bed? See the white frostiness of that? I thought it was going to be slimy, and it's not. It's like donut glaze. Wow, and there it is, just dripping out of it, oozing out of the stems and stuff. But this is where you'll find the little chrysalises too, the little blue cocoons of the caterpillars. And this is the only plant that they eat, so they have to source this as it goes. That's weird, unless somebody sprayed something on them. I'm going to look at these in other spots and I'll let you know. And some of you might already know that feature of them. But, it's crazy. Yeah, let's go rock hounding. We're at another little stretch of a creek here. It's kind of cool. The quartz hidden down in that one. I'm going to leave it there. I wonder if that's some sort of marking that's built up that heavy. Wow. Cut right off into the huge. Okay. Carry that one to the water or we won't remember it. Let's do that. Real randy orange here. But with some clear greens, blues. This one may have been picked up and set down before for the same reason I'm going to. Getting in some chunks of some green here. Ooh. Yeah. That's one to get wet. It's like a big old layer of green shirt. I like that. Here's one that's an interesting material. It's basically an obsidian. See, it's definitely a volcanic glass. Here's the patterning on it that puts it somewhere between what an agate looks like, you know, and the conchoidal fracture of glass. So somewhere in there, if you were an actual geologist, you could probably piece that together for us, because, you know, it's got an outer rind that reminds me both of a nodule of obsidian and a big old agate ball or jasper ball. So somehow these are all connected, but this one, yeah, it's got that break. It's edging towards glass, but I know jaspers and stuff break like that a little bit. So the color on that is just real basic dark brown, chocolatey. Chocolate jasper. Scary kind of edgy day at the end of California summer here. These are trees that burnt in previous fires. They're dead and standing still. There's half their limbs piled up. There's 3 or 4 years of regrowth. And we had some of the most epic rains ever, so this camera is at head high right now. And so is this wild oat. Sowing my wild oats. And you can see the layers of thistle. I mean, knock on wood, but there's the regrowth. So lots of parts of California have this bush level again. I mean, the ladders are set. The wind is up right now. And the dry oak leaves rasping together over all this dry stuff. It just says don't. You know, just don't. Wait for the cool of the evening, the early of the morning, and otherwise just don't do anything risky. Want to get some of these wet? There's that one. Kind of a light blue-green. Drop that in the bag. Whoosh. This one? Oh yeah. That one's a solid layer. And I like the black that comes through it. And I like the little bands of quartz running through it. Pretty awesome. There's the greenest of its blues there. It's a good sign. Come here. Toads are so rare these days. Any little drop of Roundup that oversprays into the water just wipes out the amphibians. And that's the problem with it, is it just dilutes so far downstream. And so you just see less and less pollywogs. Little toad. He's like any other kid. Stop! We'll make it steep for him. So, that's an American toad. And he gets pretty big. You won't get warts from him. Don't worry, I'm not hurting him. That's actually how you're supposed to hold a frog, is gently by the back legs. And he will get pretty darn big. They do swim. They're amphibians. They like to be on the ground. And you can find toads a long ways away from water. He's fine. There he goes. And this is a little blue-belly lizard. Be very careful when you're catching lizards because their tails come off. And that's where they store all their food. It's like fat, like their little belly. And if you snap that tail off, which is what they hope that you're doing instead of catching them, they will be super hungry for winter. They can regrow their tails, so you're not going to kill them, but it snaps off real easy as a defense from predators, and then they're super hungry because they don't have their fat preserves. And this is a little western blue belly. Hi! Don't you know stranger danger? You're supposed to be running away. Will you show him your belly then? Can we flip you over and put you to sleep? So he's okay if you flip a blue belly over and rub their belly a little bit. I don't know why, but they kind of pass out a little bit. I just wanted to show you his underside. He's okay, look. They wake right back up from it. Okay, we're gonna let you go. No, 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 no. Go down the arm. Oh, he's a camera hound. So, you're down by the watering hole. All of the hills around you, just like anywhere else in the world, all the waters come downhill. It's in these low spots. It's low. All of the animals, the little things have to come here to drink. All of the bigger things that feed on them, all the predators, come here to catch them by the watering hole. So all of life is centering around this. After it rains, it will spread out. There will be water and food and green things to eat everywhere else. Right now, at the end of a summer, if you're down by the watering hole, I don't care where you are in the world, be aware that all of the animals are here. So all of the snakes from around here, all the predators, everything are focused on this watering hole because this is where all the prey is, and that's the circle of life. So you're in the thick of it when you're down here. Just going slow, picking through. Look at that. That's like waterborne inside of a cavity in the side of the mountain. It's a real cloudy piece of almost could be chalcedony, but just milked out, as milky as you could get. And then little pocket cavities of druzy. Take it. I'm a little walking stick bag here today. It's actually kind of cool. Okay. I'm gonna have to go find another location, and I don't know where yet. I feel like I need to fuel up my brain with some food. Remember to feed your head. We'll see you on down the road.